Hi guys. Okay, I've had Evil Cake Genius here. Hello. First of all, ignore my horribly marled, is that a word? I don't even think it's a word. Anyway, my polka dotted bug bitten arms. It's been gardening season here in Minnesota, which means I am nat food. Excellent. I've had a lot of you guys asking for more baby shower ideas. So I just ordered these in. They're brand new. They're little carriages. I bought them to make peanut butter cups because I thought they'd make really cute peanut butter cups. And you can do the same thing that I'm doing today with our peanut butter cup filling, which I will make sure there's a link to on the landing page for this one. But I thought maybe it would be cute to do these as little gender reveals. Kind of cute. So we're gonna use Marshmallow Fluff, and we're gonna turn it colors. So that's kind of cute. So we're gonna do some pink, some blue, get it? And fill these suckers, and they would make cute little baby shower reveals. Or, you know, if you already know by the time you're doing the shower, then you can just make them all pink or make them all blue. Or make some green and really screw with people. It's an alien child. So this is just gel color. This is, you can use any gel color to tint this. And so we're just gonna mix this in here and see what we got. Pink is tricky. Don't do a whole drip or you are gonna have like neon insane pink. But that being said, this isn't quite enough, so I'm just doing like a tiny bit. That's good. So that's like a solid pink, no questions. There. Okay. And it won't take much. And I was thinking it's kind of cute, kind of marshmallowy, yummy. Okay, so that is gonna go into a pastry bag. You don't have to watch me do that because that would be boring. So I will get that filled in one of my gaps. And then we're gonna do blue. So I gotta rinse this quick. Okay, so then we're gonna turn some of this blue. I, the evil cake genius, am childless, so I never had a baby shower, but I've thrown a couple, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, I throw them in the shower, and then I laugh and laugh and laugh about how they have to take care of a kid. Okay. That just amuses me. Okay, a little bit. We'll make it a little bit more. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna put these into pastry bags while the other things set up in the fridge, so that you don't have to sit here and watch me struggle with pastry bags. Okay, so that is step one done. Boy, girl, lovely. We're happy. Okay. And now we're gonna, these are our 3-part molds. You know I love them. I would have killed to have these in my toolbox when I had Gatto ink for party favors. My God, I would have killed for this. They make perfect 3-part molding, hollow molds, which is, if you want to fill these, again, if you want to fill them, I bought them to make peanut butter cups, but I thought this would be cute. So you could also fill them with ganache and make them into truffles. You can fill them with anything. You can fill them with dulce de leche, anything you want. So this is the liner. It is not, don't throw them away. Some people are like, some people think they're like something for shipping. No, this is a key thing because this is what makes it perfectly hollow. So I'm gonna set that there, and then we're just gonna do, I think I'm gonna do, because I want them to look a little more natural, I think I'm gonna do just milk chocolate and white chocolate. We're gonna throw these in my microwave for about 30 seconds, and we'll see where it goes. And then we're also gonna do some cute little embellishments for these. They're gonna be adorable. I love them. Okay, let's see what we got. So I'm just microwaving these for 15 second bursts. and just give them a little knead every 15 seconds. I think they should do showers when you get a new puppy. Wouldn't that be cool? Just saying. Because then I could have a shower. That would be pretty cool. Anyway, just spitballing here, guys. Okay, so this is getting there. Now, you don't want this to be too hot to touch. That's gonna burn the chocolate. It's gonna make it thick and hard to use. So you don't wanna deal with that. So what I'm doing is I'm kneading it until there's about, I can feel a couple of lumps in there left that are unmelted. And once I get that, and I can just use the residual heat to get rid of the rest of that. So this one obviously has more time to go, which is fine. So I'm gonna throw that back in for the last 15 seconds, and this one, I believe, is ready to go. So you want it to be not too hot to handle, but melted enough to be liquid. So that's getting there. And if you don't need it, you're not gonna know if it's melted because chocolate is weird and it holds its shape until you disturb it. So this, by the way, is, I am cheating. It's okay. I use coating chocolate, which is what we sell on our site. I've got 2 different brands on our site that I love. And they don't have to be tempered. You just microwave them and go. And that's how I roll. But if you are a chocolatier or somebody that is more ambitious than me, you certainly can do this exact same method with tempered chocolate. And you would be a better human for it. But right now, in my life, I'm saying no to tempering. It just vexes me. So anyway, okay. And these are really good coatings. Like, if you're not gonna do real chocolate, like, do spring for the good coatings. Don't get craft store candy melts. That's just, they're not good. Anyway, so if you can see, I don't know if you can see it very well on here. I'm trying. There is a line, a very subtle line, right here. And that tells us how much chocolate to fill these with. So I'm gonna just plunk in here and tap these out until it's at that line. And so there we go. So I can see the line. You will be able to see the line in person. And that tells you where to fill it to. If you fill it over, it's no big deal. The excess is just gonna ooze out anyway, so it's no big deal. If you don't fill them enough, that's a pain in the butt, because then it's gonna, yeah. Err on the side of slightly overfilling, because if you don't get it filled enough, then you got to go back and take the liners out. So I'm putting the liner in and pressing it down a little bit. We're going to do more in a bit. But you can see what that did. You see it popped it in and made this perfect ridge. And that's going to be, if that's going to split it for us. I mean, these molds are so cool, guys. Anyway, okay, wait. Let's see how this is going. Okay, and then I'll do white chocolate too, because I thought that would be fun. Let's see. I think it's about right. I'm just gonna give it a little more. Like I said, I'd rather err on the heavier side. And this is not me taking out my frustrations. This is popping air bubbles that happen to be. And the thicker the chocolate, the more the air bubble risk you run. So the white was a little thicker. So then we take the third mold, third part, and you put it on here, and then we push it down from the front side. Look at how cute these are gonna be. Ah, can't stand it. Okay, so there we go. So we squished them. You can see this oozed out a little bit. This one, I must have nailed the line. Look at that, that's pretty good. We do this. We put them in the freezer because we are impatient. We are the evil cake genius. I'm gonna put this in the freezer. I'm gonna bag up that marshmallow fluff, and I will meet you back here. Okay, we're back. So the stroller candy shells are, chocolate shells are chill in the freezer. I've bagged up my pink and blue Marshmallow Fluff, and I realized I want to do a little embellishment on these. So I'm gonna grab, I'm gonna do our Shiny as Hell. And we're gonna use this to dust the inside. This is our cutie, what is it called? It's like little hearts, crowns, and bows mold. And a lot of you guys already have this because we did it with the Easter, Oreos. So dig it back out of your closet, man. And so I'm just dusting this with a little bit. Now, normally I do, I've got this on wax paper so I can just fold this up. Knock that out. So now that's ready. You see that's nice and shiny. And then I can just fold this, crease it, and sprinkle it back in. So, this stuff will last you a lifetime, man. Anyway, there it is. Okay, normally when I do these, because they're pretty tiny and pretty fragile, I do them with chocolate paste. There's a recipe for it. I will put a link to it on this page. But today I'm just feeling kind of lazy and I don't want to make chocolate paste, and I'm not using some of the more fine ones. So I'm just going to use regular coating chocolate. So I'm going to nuke this and we'll see. The only reason I use chocolate paste on these, and I do it more on the filigree molds because they are so incredibly fragile that when you pop them out, they break. And the chocolate paste remains flexible, so that's also nice when you're molding a filigree around an Oreo, and necessary. But on this, it's not necessary because I just want to lay these flat on the little strollers. So I'm just gonna hit this for another 15 seconds. And we're gonna cut a tiny little opening and we're gonna just try. Now, the reason I have this on a lid is because these are very floppy. They're great for unmolding, but they're crappy for trying to tap out air bubbles. So that's the spiel with that. So, okay, so this is ready. And I'm gonna cut like a teeny little tip on this. And we're just gonna fill the ones that we want. So I don't really know which ones I want, so I'm just gonna hit it with some of these. So there's a little there. There's a tiny little bow. And tap them as you go to get them down in there. Scrape off the excess. So let's get these. I don't know which ones I'm going to want to use, so I'm just going to do a few. I know I want bows, so I'm just going to pick a few of the bows, and I'm going to expect that I probably, we can do a heart. That might be cute. I'm going to just go with the expectation that I'm probably going to break a few getting them out of the mold, so we'll just make a few extras. You can do little crowns. You can do all sorts of stuff. So let's tap this down. And again, this is getting rid of air bubbles. This is just getting rid of the excess. Oh, look at that. We made an accidental crown. Here we go. Okay. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna throw these in the freezer Actually, I'm gonna throw these in the fridge because the chocolate gets really fragile when you throw it, it gets brittle when you throw it in the freezer, and these are very delicate little pieces. So I'm gonna throw it in the fridge so it gets set but doesn't get brittle. And we're gonna be ready to pop out our baby shower. So here we go. So I'm gonna grab my chocolate gloves. So these are just cotton gloves. I just did another video before, so I do wash them. But anyway, let's see. Okay, so this is just chocolate gloves, and they make it so that you don't leave fingerprints on your chocolates. So I'm gonna take out the first one, and then we're gonna just kind of give these guys a little whack and see if they come out. And they do. So they are supposed to stick to this liner. I've had people that complain. They're like, it's stuck to the liner. That's what it's supposed to do. So bear with me, because when you gently peel the liner out, the liner takes with it anything that shouldn't be there. So it's taking out these, the rim of it. And so I'm just gonna pop this out, be gentle, and there you go. And then it gives you, if I give it a little tap there, it's gonna break off all that excess, and you get a nice, clean edged, hollow shell. I mean, that's about as good as it gets, kids. So here, same thing. Don't lose these. These are important. They're like the most important part of the 3-part mold. My little chocolate friends. These are cute. I kind of, I was thinking about making them in different colors or making them gold or something, but I kind of like that they're like natural. They look like peanut butter cups. I think it's kind of cute. Okay. So there's that one. Last one. Let's take that out. You see it's got that little extra, and that mold, the liner makes it so that if you just kind of hit it a little bit, all that excess just breaks right off. And then you have perfect little molds. Look at these. Look at how cute. Oh my God. Adorable. Adorable. Okay, so I'm gonna throw them back in the original mold piece because we want to fill them with something. I'm gonna fill them with our marshmallow, and then we're gonna cap them. And so we need something to kind of scrape off the excess too. So that's the thing. So I'm popping them back in here. I wonder if it fits in that one. And you see that's gonna give us more of a lip too. So I'm gonna try to make it so that the chocolate doesn't go all the way up here. Anyway, I'll explain. Okay, so let's do one of each. A chocolate boy, a chocolate girl, and this is again just purchased Marshmallow Fluff. Cool thing about Marshmallow Fluff is it's like very fluffy and lovely, but it's got this weird cold flow situation, so it's gonna flow into here nicely for me if I can ever get it to like let go of that. So it'll like kind of ooze into where it needs to be, which is kind of cool. I'll do one of these. Just letting it sit for a second, it's just gonna smooth out. It'll level itself out. It's kind of neat. Get in there. Whoop. Okay. It's like the Dairy Queen swirl. That was my first job. I looked at Dairy Queen. Yeah. And it was, oh my God, it was like this is how old I am. It was like the year that blizzards were invented. And so it was like madness. But I was kind of sad because I liked doing like all the little, well, obviously I like decorating. So I liked doing all the little swirls and stuff and making cones. And then, I was like, well, I didn't sign up to be Blender girl. But that being said, blizzards are delicious. So I can't really complain. That was my first life lesson as to if it was fun, they wouldn't pay you to be there, right? Although this is fun, and we get paid to make goodies, so there, take that, Dairy Queen and your blizzards. All right, I do love a blizzard. Okay, so you see I left about 1/8 of an inch so that I can top it with the melted chocolate. Okay, so I'm just gonna remelt my original 2 bags of chocolate, which I probably should have been doing while I was doing that. 30 seconds instead of rambling about Dairy Queen. Oh God. Why does anyone listen to me? Okay, and it's going. Let's see what we got. I get rid of my chocolate gloves because I'm not handling them anymore. And let's see what I got here. Okay, the chocolate one's ready, the milk chocolate. So then we just top with milk. And tap it out. That's pretty cute. Okay. This one wants to be a little thicker, so I'm going to let him come up over the edge of the other guy. It doesn't matter. You can go all the way to the top edge of the mold if you want. It doesn't matter. It just depends how much chocolate you want. So that one was being nice and low. I'm going to make this one a little bigger. It just depends what ratio you want of chocolate to marshmallow. But definitely pick one or the other. Don't go halfway or your edges are going to be sad and crappy. Okay, there we go. So we got a low one, we got a high one. Let's see if our white is, yeah, our white's ready too. So, oh, really, Robin? You just did that, didn't you? Oh my Lord, really? Sometimes you just can't take me anywhere. And this is tapping out air bubbles. You see that? They're coming to the surface and then they go away. Put a little more in this one. And that one's just going to be stripey. That's like how it is, man. Don't like it? Don't eat it. Okay. Your loss. I want that to go in here. It just doesn't want to go into this spot, so I'm just going to ooze it in there myself. Okay, cool. All right, there we go. Ready to go in the fridge. Cute. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Those are getting, the backs of them are getting capped. They were capped, they're in the freezer. I'm coming back to my little crowns and bows and stuff. So this is just more chocolate coating. I dusted this with our Shiny as Hell, and I'm just gonna pop them out. So super cute, little tiny itty bitty bow. And you can see there's a little bit overflow, but again, that is, when it's overflowed, it's so thin that if you just knock it like that, it'll go away. So that's cute. And if it wasn't about to pour here, you would see how shiny these are, but I think we're gonna get some rain. So see, okay, this is the case in point. This is why I do this usually with chocolate paste, because look at how fragile the coating is. I lost the ribbon off of this. So now, that being said, it'll fit right back on there. And so I will just put it back together when I get it on the, but not all the filigree ones are that easy to do. So So that's why I usually just do chocolate paste, but you know what, laziness was winning today. Oh, look at that. That's just adorable. I have way more molds, way more bows than I need, but that's okay. Then I have choices. Choices are always good. That one. Look at that one. Oh my God, this is the cutest mold. Can you see it? I don't know if it's focusing. Focus, focus, focus. Kind of focusing. Okay. Let's see. And I did a couple hearts. Oh my God. Look at this one. I've never done that one before. Is it focusing? I can't tell. Please focus. Focus. Okay. Come on. You can focus. Focus. Anyway. Very cute. Very cute. Pop this baby out. Cute. And the crown that I didn't plan to do. Oh, this is pretty cute. Okay. One last bow. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's cute too. Well, I just have all these choices. It's amazing. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I think that guy was an accidental crown too. Okay. Anyway, so you get it, right? Right. Okay, let's pop these babies out. Let's see if they're ready. I'm just gonna clear this counter off a tiny bit. And I'm gonna go back to this guy who had the very, very small opening. I think I'm gonna use that to attach these pieces. You can use edible glue. That's usually what I use when I'm using chocolate paste, is our edible glue. Okay, anyway, so here they are. We're gonna gently, see, they pop out all by themselves. Because they were, you know, remember, they were already popped out once. So you gotta be gentle with them. Okay, and then that one's got a little extra on the bottom. Look at that. Super cute. Yeah, these are pretty cute. Okay, okay, let's throw a little on there. You could do these with a little bit of pearl, shiny as hell, if you wanted. And again, now here's the deal. You can tell because they're right next to each other, right? You can tell that one is pink and one is blue, but you're doing a gender reveal, so it's not going, you're only gonna have one color, so nobody's gonna be able to tell that that's pink, that's filled with pink, or that's filled with blue when the other one's not in the picture. So keep that in mind. So nobody would know that that's blue without that one being next to it. So anyway, okay, so we're gonna just attach, but I digress. Okay, we're gonna just attach. Let's see what would be good on here. Let's see. Ooh, this one, I liked this bow a lot. I think that's really cute. Just thinking we could just do a little bow there. Maybe a little heart. Yeah, the heart's clunky. I don't like the heart. Give yourself a choice. Give yourself some space. This is the one that had the breaking issue. Actually, that's kind of cute. Oh, I'm not even gonna fix him. Okay, and then this guy. Yeah, these are great. Okay. Very cute. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a tiny little bit, if I can get it unclogged. So I'm gonna take this and just give it a little tiny bit of chocolate and attach. Oh my God, that's super cute. Look at those, that's adorable. Okay, same thing. Don't do too much because this is on milk chocolate, and so you don't want the white to ooze out there, but this will hold it. Cute. Cute, 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 cute. Okay. I don't see that one oozed, but it's on the white, so it's okay, don't worry. Okay. And that's why the Evil Cake Genius Wicked Sticky Glue is better, because it's clear. But I just don't have it here. I'll put it on the page so you can get your hands on it if you want it. Okay. And there we go. These are stupidly cute, and they are gender reveal, which is very cute. Very cool. So I will get some pictures of these and I'll chop one up. You could also do, you know what would be cute, is a couple of little edible beads in the middle here. Damn it, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I brought my Wicked Sticky glue, edible glue, and I brought this one, Hello Sugar Unicorn. This is a Gold Rush blend. So I'm just gonna throw a few in here because I was thinking the pearls might be a bit much, but this will be perfect. Those little, let's see, we'll try one. Those little gold sequins. So this works much nicer, except for just fell right off of there. Where's my paintbrush, man? Okay. It just oozed right off of there. That was pretty funny. Okay. So I'm just gonna grab these. I really should grab a tweezers, but oh yeah, that's cute. Okay, so we've got little spokes. We're pimping it. It's got hubcaps. Look at, we got rims on that. That's pretty cute. Baby's riding in style. Let's see. A couple more. You can tell they have two different colors of gold sequin in here, and type A anal retentive robin needs them to match perfectly. So, come on, give me another one of those. I know it would be a healing, it would be a growing moment for me if I used ones that don't match perfectly, but yeah, I don't know if I can do that. I think it might not be good. Okay, so that's, again, we got the Wicked Sticky. It's gonna hold those right on there. And there we go. Okay, that's cute. It just needed a little more something. So those are kind of adorable. Okay, guys, there we go. Marshmallow Fluff, gender reveal, baby carriages. Again, I got these so that we could make peanut butter cups, which would also be amazing. But you can fill them with anything you like. See you later. Mwah.